Welcome to Parallel Universe. Robert Redford spent decades as one of the most iconic men in Hollywood, the kind of star whose name instantly brings to mind classic films, timeless charm, and a career built on talent, integrity, and vision. But while the world admired him on screen, the man behind the legend was also raising a daughter who would grow up to carve her own path in the same creative world. And if her name sounds familiar, it should, because talent, in this family, doesn't just repeat itself, it evolves. Robert Redford hardly needs an introduction. Over a career spanning more than half a century, he became synonymous with American cinema. From his breakout roles in westerns and political thrillers to his Academy Award-winning work as a director on Ordinary People, his influence is undeniable. Beyond acting, he became a cultural force off-screen, founding the Sundance Institute and the Sundance Film Festival, creating a platform that helped independent filmmakers thrive. While building a remarkable legacy, he also raised a family that would quietly develop its own creative voice. Among his children, Amy Redford has steadily built a name that stands on its own. Born in 1970, she grew up surrounded by storytelling, cinema, and artistic expression. With a father deeply rooted in film and a childhood shaped by that environment, it's no surprise she found her way into the same world, but she did it on her own terms. Unlike many celebrity children who rely on family fame, Amy took a more grounded and determined approach. She worked as an actress in film and television, appearing in projects like Made in Manhattan and various independent productions. But over time, her passion expanded beyond acting. She moved behind the camera, developing a strong voice as a director and filmmaker. Her directorial work, including films like The Guitar and The Big Picture, Rethinking Dyslexia, shows a thoughtful and introspective approach to storytelling. Rather than chasing blockbuster attention, she focused on meaningful narratives, stories that explore human experience, identity, and challenges with depth and honesty. It's a path that reflects both independence and a deep respect for the craft. Despite carrying one of Hollywood's most recognizable last names, Amy has largely stayed out of the spotlight. She hasn't relied on hype or constant media presence. Instead, she's built her career step by step, earning recognition through her work rather than her lineage. Her father's influence is undeniable, but her voice is distinctly her own. Today, Amy Redford continues to work in film, both in front of and behind the camera. People may first notice her because of her connection to a Hollywood legend, but what keeps their attention is her dedication, creativity, and authenticity. In a world often driven by fame and visibility, Amy represents something different. A legacy not defined by imitation, but by growth. Robert Redford brought charisma and artistry to the screen for decades. His daughter Amy is carrying that same spirit forward in her own way, quietly, thoughtfully, and with a creative vision that proves some legacies aren't just inherited, they're reimagined.